Tweeterhead has just released all of the photos for their next DC 1/6 scale statue, and it's none other than John Stewart, Green Lantern. So let's find out, what would George do? Now, I'm a big fan of what Tweeterhead has been doing lately, so spoiler alert, I love this statue. This is only the second time that I've seen a larger scale statue for John Stewart, the first one being Sideshow's premium format, but this is the first time that Tweeterhead is releasing it in a 1/6 scale size. I'm really digging this lineup because they're small enough to get several of the DC characters lined up for display, but they pack a ton of detail in the size of a statue. The statue stands about 17 inches tall from the base to the top of his head, but when you add the construct of the Space Blaster, which is an additional piece that you can get, it brings him up to 20.5 inches tall. Which, if I'm going to display him, it's going to be with the construct, because how can you have a Green Lantern without a construct? Speaking of the Space Blaster, you get a respectable amount of additional pieces with this statue, with the standard version of the statue. Not only do you get the swap out Space Blaster, so it gives you two options for display, but you also get the Green Lantern Bidge. That's just a lantern squirrel. Now, I don't know really anything about this squirrel. He does look cute, but this is a nice little addition. It's a proximity based statue, so it's one that actually you can set to the side of the statue itself. But I would have preferred that they would have made it just a key in, considering how small he is. But still, it looks pretty cool. Now, if you move to the exclusive edition, you will get an additional portrait inspired by the Justice League Unlimited show. So with all of that, you get 4 possible ways to display the statue if you decide to go with the exclusive edition. Now, the exclusive edition is limited to only 450 statues. 450! That is extremely low edition size. I really dig that. So this statue is fully sculpted and made of poly resin, so there's absolutely no mixed media on the statue whatsoever. I really like the pose with John standing over a yellow lantern power battery. Looks like it's been destroyed. I like how it's got this sculpted yellow mist radiating from the broken battery as well. The yellow and the green against that purplish gray base really pop, so that looks really cool. John himself looks like he's torn directly out of the comics. The superhero anatomy looks right on point. He looks stoic, very powerful in his pose, but hats off to the paint. I really like the vibrancy and color that's going on here. I love how they chose to use a metallic finish for the green areas against those matte black areas, so it gives you a nice contrast right there. We can thank sculptor Guillermo Barbiero and painter Mike Flaumer for their work on this piece. The swap out portraits, in my opinion, both look really good. I don't really think one stands out over the other though. They both feature green eyes. They both have a very similar expression. I would have liked to seen possibly one with maybe gritting teeth or just a different looking, expression to make one stand out over the other. All in all though, this is a great looking statue in my opinion. We are still waiting to see what the price is, but it should be released in the next couple of days. If I was collecting DC 1/6 scale statues, I would absolutely be all over this. Another great piece from Tweeterhead in my opinion. Anyway, that's what George would do. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Let's discuss.